instances in there are short.
This should be
So
like normal should be, in my opinion, one room damn near. Like not one room, but one set that we see, the set of 3. Just give one of those for normal lab.
Well,
then
the argument against that would be there are people who don't level a lot. So for them, normal lab's the only lab they're going to do. So like I don't want to take that experience away from them, but I want some accommodation from me. If they let me do merciless lab and that gave me 6 points, if that's the first lab I've done, I now immediately no longer have a problem with the entire lab setup.
That's like saying you wanna do one side quest in Merciless and you get all of them. Like you do Dweller once and now you get all of them.
But again, because they've intentionally made it annoying, all of those other things you can buy a carry and or rush through and or all this other stuff. You have options. Why have they restricted choices? Didn't we had a whole discussion about why leak stones are interesting compared to something where there's no choice, right? Even if it's an illusion of choice.
But it's a choice that a lot of people that don't like lab don't even recognize. That lab, to get a carry, a good day, like, yesterday's lab, actually better days where it's a longer lab but safe layout. Right. Find the right guy that says, hey, I can guarantee you
there's
no
way
trap
to know
sections.
your DPS with anime weapon.
And I'll just walk you through by the gold door. You just stand there.
Really, I mean, it
literally
shows
can't die.
Right.
An incorrect value, but
that
it's very good. You'll see it.
There's no people aren't fulfilling that role maybe in hardcore type of thing. I don't know. I've never looked for lab carries there.
People kind of suck in hardcore.
I was gonna say, from what I've gathered, not many people even farm or do carries. Overlap, that is.
Because it's not profitable. Too much risk.
Really?
Yeah, it's way too much risk.
Very
way too much. That's what
it's extremely profitable as long as you don't die.
Right. So therefore, it is not profitable.
You have to make a character. Yeah. No, there are characters that are designed to just never die in lab. So you just make that character and you farm it, and you're just rich.
Right, and he farmed the thing, and he still died on 4 characters doing it. So I mean, the guy who's the professional lab runner who wins the race for the fucking thing every other day, the jewels. He's still dying.
Am I in the wrong level 250?
Yeah,
I am.
Yeah, I mean, to me, I know what I've died to lab in, and I know, like, in softcore, some of the instances, if I died like that in hardcore, I'd just be like, well, I'm done. Because you can die on a DC, I guess I was in a little trap section there, maybe?
Yeah.
Well, if not in softcore, it's like, okay, whatever, throw in another offering, let's try this again. But I know how many times I've died on just little traps to little latency issues that you're like, I'm dead if I don't get it.
Well, it's also
right now.
It's also, getting good at the game. I mean, you can't just run tier 15 maps, You got to progress there. You got to learn how to get there. You got to learn how to run in them. You got to learn how to max your gear, min-max everything. You got to learn how to, learn how to get there. That's kind of how I feel how like Uber is.
Play the entire game without a single ascendancy. You can do everything without a single ascendancy if you really want to.
Well, someone killed Uber and Ziri without ascendancies or something.
Sure.
I do know, like, obviously, I don't think that the game should be designed to where you don't want to get your ascendancies because they're such a big part of it. They're so defining for your character. So it's not really a good argument to say that, well, you can do the game without it.
Back in when, like, Bloodlines came out, like, I always felt like back then the game was kind of a little catered to hardcore type of thing. Like, the Torment League, it felt like crap. Bloodlines, I was like, wow, I got to play that.
Oh, come on.
And
Bloodlines,
since then, it was annoying as hell, but Torment was just like, what is this?
Oh, yeah, like, chasing ghosts all the time.
Just hide in a corner and just nothing happens. What did you do? Like,
well, you had ambush when we had. What did we have when you had ambush?
So long ago.
I've definitely been jealous of softcore a few times.
Really?
Because you got all, you got all the fun ones. We just got shit on, and you got all the fun stuff.
Huh. I've been saying, like, since then, though, like, the game has been going more and more and more catering to softcore until the point where it's just like, we'll just, if you can handle this in hardcore, good luck, type of thing.
Well, it's kind of how it should. I think that's how it should be.
Yeah, you get rewarded for doing hard content in hardcore.
Like hardcore is just hardcore. That's all it is. It's if it's a mechanic shits on you, well, so be it. Just deal with it. You're in hardcore. You chose to be in hardcore.
What's your quantity on this guy, Paleo?
135.
Right.
Oh, I didn't turn it on free for all. Oops.
Oh man.
Yeah, I guess for this loot, we're just gonna be.
What am I doing? Because
Just-
he's yelling
just-
at me.
I don't know. I don't know what he's asking. I don't really ever pay attention to chat. I'm just running. People just you know.
Just wandering.
You know
But I
what
would
I
like-
think?
What's that?
There's like one
Good.
thing. One thing you could do. I can think of right now to accommodate the people who really hate lab. You make the blessing of Zaro that gives you like some kind of free pass through some of it.
But how would you acquire that?
You're getting told to respect your distance by your random guy in here.
Nice. Good. That's good
I don't know,
though.
I'm just thinking
Respect my
how do you,
daughter.
like, it's like the only way I can see to where you have someone running the lab and they can then sell these blessings or something if you wanna do that, right? If you wanna have like some kind of small cheat, very rare, but it's there, very expensive.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, even if it was like an X, I mean, an offering is like 5C, so I mean, anybody can pay for an
no.
offering and try
Maybe
to
it's
navigate.
like 1 in 20 runs if you do all like just the fact that it exists for the one guy who just doesn't want to fucking deal with
I like
it.
that idea.
Yeah. It's
As
interesting.
long as
For
it's
more,
weighted
it's-
correctly, I think it would actually might work.
I'm just trying to think how
You
you
have to
can
run.
like accommodate both at the same without ruining one for the sake of the other.
Right. There's got to be a
That's where
good balance
GGG
for it.
Stuck in is they go one way, a bunch of people hate him. They go the other, a bunch of people hate him.
Exactly.
I mean, you can't please
That's it.
everyone. Like that's just what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I won my headhunter in 2,000 hours.
I mean, that's a lot of time to invest in a game. Not everybody has 2,000 hours to invest. So
No,
if
but
some-
the thing is, the fact that you
Think of
invest
the little
2,000
people.
hours does not entitle you to get a headhunter.
well, no. You're right. You're right.
That's like saying I put in
Yeah, that was-
4 years
that was
of college. I want
Sorry.
my doctorate.
The guy
I
was
want my
laughing at that.
Oh, that was pretty
He
funny.
was like 2K. Oh man.
I
mean-
haven't seen,
Had a
I haven't seen a
zero.
T1.
I'm sure
drop
the
since
average
2014.
Oh my. I'm sure the average
I
player
got a
plays
count
less
on
than
the
2,000
shares, but
hours.
I haven't seen anything since.
Hey, actually, I think I got a Soul Taker. There is a Soul Taker of Mjolnir
I
last
don't think
league.
they're T1 anymore.
Oops. Really? Wow.
Yeah, I think they're T2. I found 2 or 3 this league. There's no way it's T1. If it is, then I don't know. Then it's just then nobody uses them, and I don't really think that. I think people use them. So
All right, now it's actually on free for all.
Oh man, I was stretching so good. But
All right, there's a spot open if you want to come.
So laggy.
Badge.
what's the website that y'all have again for the coffee talk?
The Coffee Talk podcast.
podcast.com, yeah.
I got to get all the links and stuff together because I'm gonna put it on Poetalk.
It's in the Reddit post.
Oh, I didn't know that. And see, that's one thing that I'm trying to do with Poetalk. I'm trying to help, promote like just people in the community for whatever. Because I mean, there's
really no other platform to do it. Like as a streamer, how do you like how am I gonna get myself out there to make my to put myself in like Nugi shoes? Like how do I get there? I'm not,
Well,
you just
Stream a long time.
it's there isn't really
You
any
guys-
school for it or anything. It's I don't know. It's the same thing with like, okay, I want to make a new shoe store. How do I do that? I don't know. There's many ways you can do it. Well, how do I do it the best? How do I get people to come to my store? Well,
well, I mean, nowadays you can just kind of YouTube it kind of thing, right?
Who
if
is
you
this
make
kid?
quality content, sure.
Yo, chill out, man. Yo, stop. Stop.
I don't know who he is.
This kid's fucking Super Saiyan all of a sudden, getting all crazy and shit. This is a carry. This isn't a. I want to throw my weapons everywhere. It's okay in the beginning because I really didn't bring any weapons, but like.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kill stuff. I'm not really interested in looting,
Hey, Piscos.
except for that.
Valid.
You're not supposed to do anything.
Yeah, well,
No,
That's what I
You
was
doing
about
things makes other people do things. Raj, go stop.
it's that
Dispatch,
Galov
stand back
guy.
here.
Even
Oh,
if I
it's
stand
Galov.
back here,
Never mind.
Galov.
You,
It's all Galov.
I remember you made a cycling character as well, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm playing it right now.
That's why I thought it was you. This is just a carry. You don't actually play. You're just looting, sucking up the experience, getting all the good shit.
If I was killing things, you'd know.
Well, I know that.
How
Now the time's really low. Where the fuck are the rares?
You want me to come up and clean it?
Nah, I can Vol haste, and
I forgot to make that post.
there hasn't been like a single
before
rare
the
this
podcast
entire time. What the
started.
fuck?
If it gets to 5 seconds, I'm just running up there.
Same here.
Nah, I just went ahead.
Alright,
Just
there it
kill
is,
the stuff there.
coffeetalkpodcast.com.
There we go.
Nice.
Yeah, the website looks pretty decent.
Anything
I'll
looks
start
better
that
than
one.
Looks
collab.
better than Colab.
Anything looks better than collab. Okay. Literally. So, who put the site together? Mors?
He's just using a template, yeah. He was talking about it the other day on one of the podcasts.
I wonder how long it took him to throw it together.
Templates are good
Hey man, my template's good. What's wrong with that?
on WordPress.
Well, yeah, well, for not having a background in computers at all, I think it's not bad.
Yeah, that's true. You don't really have like a background at all on computers.
No, all the classes I took were all science classes. I don't even think I touched a computer but my laptop.
That's the kind of nice thing that I liked about my degree when I went to for my associates. Most of the classes were tailored towards like actually IT work as opposed to like a bunch of science and garbage that I don't want to use, history and whatever. I don't really give a shit about any of those subjects. I mean, I still had to take some of the bullshit classes, but
Bachelor's is a ton of math.
yeah, I'm in the process of getting my bachelor's now, and there's not that many bullshit classes. Like, as long as you go towards the right spots, you can go and get most IT. But there's definitely still bullshit classes mixed in. Sucks. I'm actually thinking of like not even bothering to finish my bachelor's. I don't know how I feel. I'm in this situation where like the job that I'm in now, like as long as I just work my way up, like there's no reason. Like I'm doing really well now. There's plenty of position. Like I'm in the entry level position where I'm at, making good money, and I can only go up. So it's kind of like, do I really need my bachelor's? It would cost me another like probably 13-14 grand to get my bachelor's, and is it really worth it? I don't know.
It depends on what you
Jack.
want to do.
I just can't force myself to do it.
Nope.
I got a rat's nest somehow. Nugi, what's your background? I know that you're just pretty much all-time or full-time streaming right now, right?
Mm-hmm. My background? I don't have any. I've been, I don't know. I've always been smart in school, but I don't know. For some reason, I never even finished anything.
Same here. I did 2 years of college and decided that it was a lot harder than I was expecting.
Let's be liking this.
Microbiology and some other classes just killed it for me.
Alright, was fun, Bill. I'm gonna duck out.
Alright.
I just decided to start.
I didn't have that many weapons. Oh no!
There's
Well,
been a
you
lot
built-
of ups and downs.
So you've built a pretty good empire for yourself, man.
Kind of, yeah. We're not quite there yet, but I've been getting a lot of support since I came back this time, and I've just started to actually set goals, and like the no shave to 100. Actually, getting 100 has been. I've actually never had that as a goal. I've
Oh,
had
yeah?
plenty. Let's win the 1 week race, and back in the day we won those, and it was really exciting. And since then, I haven't really. I don't know. I got really discouraged with people RMTing and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I had to compete against that, but so I kind of like that kind of killed it for me for a long time. The fact that was a thing, because I couldn't really. How am I supposed to compete if I'm competing against cheaters all the time? And so now I'm setting new goals, new things to do.
Yeah, you guys were describing on the podcast, like, the push for 100 type of thing. You can do it still in a small group in hardcore. Like, dedicated group that works together.
Yeah.
You're-
Well, we were talking about this today, right? Right now about the push to 100. Actually,
Yeah.
well, I never really got to say, but this like idea that it's somehow changed in hardcore. It's never changed. The
Yeah,
only
but
thing
I was
that
gonna
changed.
say in softcore, it has.
Oh, okay. In what
because-
way?
It used to be like, groups of people type of thing, and there'd be like people groups competing against each other. Now it's more like pyramid schemes that were successful have dominated. There's a few small players that try, but really the top 10 is on lockdown before the league even starts. Like, the guy that predicted it to me was right on 7 of 10 positions. And he was wrong on 1 because the guy rage quit and deleted his character when he was on when he was in first place on the leaderboard.
Mm-hmm.
It's these pyramid schemes where
It's just currency going up, right?
and
It's like you give the people who have the best connections and get the most currency, who also can have 100% playtime during the league or like 20 hours a day. Whoever has that wins.
Yep. Whoever can just not sleep the most.
And have the right, all the connections to get all the currency and the maps and everything
Bitch
follow
boys.
to them. Yes.
I
We had a
thought me
pot.
and-
Yeah.
He was talking about how we did good this week. I thought we were doing good. Then I mapped with those guys for a little while in Poor Joys, and I realized that every single one of them had a headhunter. All of them had Skyforce, and we're on day like.
Yeah, but we have
Nice.
2. They have a group. They have
so
more
have
people than
stuff.
us.
They have like a pyramid.
Yeah, that's a pyramid scheme they have.
We don't have that.
Well,
But that's what it is for the ladder here. It's so locked down for these pyramid schemes that it's just without that currency that they run through that you don't have a chance. Pendle did
No, you
100.
don't. It's the same. Like, it's the same thing in hardcore. It's always been like that.
Yeah.
You might say it's not like that, but it's always been like that. Like back when I raced in beta. Right? In the first, well, you could more just brute force as a solo player because the game was not figured out, and if you were really good, you had an advantage. You had more of an advantage back then, I would say, than you do now. But even it didn't take long before people started figuring it out, and then groups started forming, and they would gather the currency together and funnel their wealth into.
Dad, what the hell are you doing?
And
Killing
whoever
stuff.
in
You're not supposed to.
why?
You've never been in here because you cause lag. Weapons cause enough lag as it is. Your ball's flying everywhere. It doesn't need to happen.
You're
See?
clearing so slow.
What? I'm carrying a 6-man group. This is
Yeah.
average pace. You gotta remember I'm in full MF gear as well. This is fine. We Gucci.
Slow. we had like 10, 15 seconds like the whole time the last one.
Yeah, it's
Now
normal.
we had like over a minute.
Yeah.
doing Ubala?
No, I'm doing Caswell channeling
you're doing,
SRS, or not SRS, animate
We're
weapon.
doing
doing breaches.
breaches.
Yeah, full breach.
Yeah.
So I'm getting like
This was
150,
strong.
and I was getting
Yeah.
my XP an hour went down in the breach. Is what I'm saying.
That's what I want the most on my solo self.
Level
I want
84. What the hell do you expect?
This goes in solo
This
self-found
goes.
insane.
and just do breaches and stuff like that.
Yeah. I mean, basically all my characters like, all right, so how do I fit a Biscos into this? And an item quantity. Those both
Yeah.
have to be in everything. And go from there. But it's a funny league. It's a good league to solo self out. Now, one thing I wanted to ask you was Encroaching Darkness. Have you noticed the drop rate change on that thing?
Whenever I was really pushing strands, it wouldn't take me more than a few hours, and I would have 60 of them, and so I would turn in like 8 sets every couple hours.
Right. It seems absurd to me. I'm wondering why. Like, is that something they did with Soul Self-Found, maybe? To like help
That could actually
I can't
be,
figure out.
yeah, that could be a reason why they buffed it.
Right. I can't figure out why it got buffed to the absurd levels it's at. Like, I don't even pick them up. There's so many.
I don't think it. The thing is, I never think they should really accommodate for solo self-found in that way. The only thing, if anything, you increase that drop rate just only for solo self-found, like for these very niche things that have such a big impact.
For them.
It's okay for a few select things that just make quality of life. Like there's the whole difference in a solo self-found league. But only for those things, not for anything else.
Definitely. I mean, they change the drop rates on cards all the time. Don't say anything. It's interesting to try and like remember, like, hey, remember how the risk used to just drop all the time and now it just doesn't?
It's just like what they did with energy from within. They didn't tell us.
God, that thing got gutted.
Yeah. I
like it.
One thing I don't like with them just changing things is that people who have like something they like to farm, and then all of a sudden they change it. So let's say you have a good strategy, and you've done that a few leagues, and then all of a sudden it changes, but nobody's told you.
Right, and you keep trying to do it, invest a shit ton of currency, and all of a
Yes.
sudden that doesn't work anymore, and you're screwed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
I
it
can see that
might
being
take
bad.
you a long time before you realize. I don't know.
I like transparency, and normally they're good with that, but all of a sudden they're just not. I don't know.
Well, no, they do a lot of things
Never
behind the
been-
scenes.
Yeah.
I thought they
A
were
lot,
pretty
like-
transparent. Maybe, I don't know.
Mhm.
Fantasy world I'm living in, I guess.
Yeah, you didn't know it back in the day. Oh man.
Yeah. I mean, I've only
surprised.
played for a little while.
You're learning. You're learning though really quickly.
I'm learning the old
so
stuff.
Yeah.
It's good.
I think whenever they nerf drop rates, they should announce it.
Yep.
Whenever they buff them, they should say that we have
Altered.
we've altered certain cards. Good luck, have fun. They don't even say which ones. We've altered some cards. Have fun.
Very vague.
Find them.
Yeah. At least tell us that you did. Yeah, I
Right.
agree
Right?
with
Something has changed. It is now up to you to explore and find it again. Great. Let's figure it out. Let's together as a community. I can guarantee you there's going to be like huge Reddit posts about, oh, I found this so many times, I found that.
Stop
And
looting.
eventually there's going to be like crowd consensus about what
Hurry up,
it
dude.
is, and people
don't
are
know the
going to
loot
figure it out. It's going to
rules.
be exciting.
Yep, I agree.
Not obeying the law.
that. Get quicker.
I don't need to be quicker. Leave if you don't know the rules.
I don't know the rules of left. I was like, I don't know.
Yep.
Like
we were in
somebody looting
Strand.
that shouldn't have looted that. I was standing literally on top of it.
What, that demon dagger or whatever?
I didn't want it, but I'm just saying that was kind of a test. If that would have been an exalt, I guarantee you somebody would have tried to ninja it.
Of course, someone's gonna ninja. You got randos in here,
Screen
dude.
back. Yeah, but if
At
they're
least
staying in
that
screen
would-
back, they can't loot ahead.
At least I would give you stuff. Did you get that
Right,
out?
well, yeah. No, I just left it. Alex don't really care about either.
Well, see,
I mean, I'm gonna-
it's stuff like that. It's like you leave
If
something
I leave it,
precious.
it's fine.
Right, so everybody's rushing to it, so
Alright,
they
Batch,
start
just
getting
come
close
This
to
kid's
you.
about to get fucking kicked.
Kick 'em.
Jesus.
Oh, it's Russell. Never mind. That makes more sense. Sorry, nerd raging and interrupting conversation.
Yeah, we were having such a lovely
Wow.
conversation.
All right. What, I made a portal? Oh, they made a portal back here.
Yeah, map and strands if you want to do those, Vag. It'll cost you your best league stones.
I did get the
Motherfucker,
consuming dark. How the fuck
I
did I
gave
get
you
that?
the best league stone.
I
I
don't,
don't,
think,
even. Yes.
You gave me a good one.
I don't really even remember what it was.
The
I didn't even
best.
care to look up how much it was. It was worth. But I was. I did you a solid. Yeah.
I remember it was
Fucking
good.
Rethel.
I don't remember what it was though.
So just go to noobs and take off like a dumbass.
So why do you do the tolls? Just because you have them, or
They're cheap
the
as hell.
cheapest?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're super
cheap.
cheap. They're like 6 to 7k a stone. It's like guaranteed to make profit every time as long as you have a group. But I'm gonna have to get more people because I'm losing like 150% quantity right now.
Yeah, sorry, I was losing XP.
Right. So whenever you do it as a group, how do you then do it?
Essentially, the group's supposed to stay at least a screen back, and then they're able to loot. It's on free for all. They're able to loot whatever I leave behind. So essentially, I'm only going to be picking up currency and 6 sockets typically, and like GG rares. But I'm leaving like all the trans, the chromes, the most chances, augs, alts. I'm leaving all that stuff. I'm leaving all the GG rares. There can be like there could be like, you know, Val Regalias, Hubris's, Sork Gloves, Sork Boots, stuff like that. I leave those. And it's free for them. It's free experience. It's really, really good experience. So it's free for them. I just use them for their quantity. Ziz did this last league. And it was very very profitable for him and very helpful for the community in general. Oh my god.
It's good to level in though. It's insane. Like when you'd normally be in lake, if you just go in there, and after like 2 or 3 hours, you pop out. You're level 78. You're like, okay, I don't even know what happened. I don't.
So
I
this is
didn't take
basically
any-
cow. This is basically cow level over again.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Don't kill the Cow King. And I'm in full
Breach.
quantity gear, so I have like 134 quantity.
Full Breach just nothing drops from. That's he doesn't really drop anything that's really good. I mean, he has the perfect form, but that's like at least here, nobody. It's pretty common. Doesn't sell for much.
It's very niche
blessing
item.
is,
There's
I don't
very
know
few
now.
builds that actually utilize it in a very good way.
Right.
I probably should
And
upgrade.
it's pretty
upgrade the
common
title.
in terms of amount of breaches people are doing, and especially this league. So it ends up that those breach stones are really cheap, but if you farm them or magic find them,
Yeah, so I just have buy orders up for splinters and just keep buying them, just farming them. Like I've got like 38 saved up right now.
over here it's all about like intricate usages of prophecies, sextants, and league stones. Not just what league stone, but prefixes and suffixes on the league stones used in conjunction with specific sextants. So it takes a little bit to roll them, type. And then sometimes it takes a little bit to trigger the prophecy that you want to have happen. But when you do, like, there's one to generate the rare prismatic rings
Mhm.
that I've seen it do like 250 per map.
Second
150
Witchfire
rings
crew
in
I've
a
gotten.
You're gonna find some good ones.
I think that might actually be something that would discourage GG to push forward with League Stones.
I
Like
agree. That's
how good you can set it up, like how well it can, like how optimal it can become.
and when I hear people say, "Oh, we'll just make them rare, and we'll make them, hard to find." I'm like, "That's cool. Go ahead, try. I'll just still buy them off of people that don't know any better off of PoE trade with Woots. I'll still get some, especially at the beginning of the league when nobody does
You can recruit me to
researches,
global if you want.
prefixes,
Yeah, I'm
and
gonna go to
suffixes.
global.
Mm. So I don't know. Even reducing the rarity on them and stuff like that, it's like it won't matter. We're still gonna buy
Well,
them and still be able to, let's say, dramatically change it. Now you're finally starting to see, after a month, people are starting to
Oh,
figure
nice.
out, like, oh, these stones are just hype. These other ones are really good.
mhm.
Pricing accordingly. So it's starting to get harder. So maybe it just takes people time to adjust, and
Well, I mean, take
everything
for
will just fall into
instance
place.
what we were told about the whatchamacallit, that talisman one, even though that was confusing. It's, I don't know. These league stones are just kind of blowing my mind to like the endless possibilities and things you can do with them. How they can stack and just, man, it's just really in depth. Really, really, really
Wait,
in
what
depth.
happens if you put in 3 stones?
Excuse me.
To the vendor?
No, to the map, the
Oh,
domain.
good question. Let's find out.
Oh, like the breaches?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think they should
Do you only
trigger a
consume one of
breach.
them?
Oh, if you try to put in 3 breaches, oh, it just
Yeah.
doesn't let you put it in to the slot, second one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can try all you want, but it just won't let you.
So close. Yeah, I haven't really been
At
playing
least
with them much.
this kind of like piggybacking this way you won't be able to do that next league because poison will be bonked.
Yeah, I literally only have added chaos as my damage link. I do so much damage as it is.
Yeah, the double dip. Be interesting to see how they go with it.
So I'm not very like I'm looking at this. I'm not thinking.
Stupid,
This is,
right?
Yeah. Well, it's not like I didn't know it was a thing, but it's just way too efficient.
Yeah, being able to carry a 6-man party on
Yeah, on quantity.
no
gear.
links and full quantity gear.
Yeah, my BV was doing tier 16 bosses with 115 quant. This goes on
Yeah,
as
yeah.
well. It's just like,
Yeah, but that's Blade Vortex.
still,
But I guess
it's
that still goes into the double dipping, yeah.
Yeah, that's all double dipping on a Pathfinder.
You're still gonna see this though with the support. You're just gonna have a solo player and then plus support if they don't nerf those though. Same scenario.
There we go. So glad I re-rolled. I never re-roll, man. I literally never re-roll. I'm so...
It takes you like a week and a half to get to Red Lake.
It'd be different if I had full function of my right hand again. And I swear, it's like that race weekend that came up. I'm like, oh, races are coming up.
Gotta go.
Gotta go, even though it's a weekend. You know what I'm saying? And then like I did like I didn't even say anything, but I did like a couple of races, and my hand was just like, nope. It just started cramping. It was hurting. That was it.
This,
I got three
cool.
like 3 seasons of racing out, and that was it. Ever.
Do you like exclusively do paleo diets though? Because you're the paleo gamer.
Yeah, I mean that's how the name was originated. I've been kind of bad, not recently, but there was a time where like I was completely off the diet, eating like complete garbage. But I've since then went back to the Paleolithic ways. Now, I'm on a modified paleo diet, so it's more of a low carb. That uses a decent bit of the paleo mentality. So essentially, like I don't know, so some of the paleo things they don't allow like peanut butter, for instance. Like I'm gonna eat peanut butter. I'm sorry, I love peanut butter. It's so good. But I guess anymore I don't, but that's how I started on low carb diets, and that's kind of how the name was made.
Okay.
So yeah, so I did lose 70 pounds being on the diet. That was good.
Oh no, I've done paleo when I was doing a lot of exercising. It's weird. If you eat just a lot of veggies and
Yeah, veggies, meat.
it's just,
Yep. Easy. Thought you just killed dinosaurs? I mean, you could go with that kind of paleo, sure.
Mors take off.
I don't know. He said he had to go,
Oh,
He said he had to go, but
and then he came back, right?
right.
it's
Your thing
lurking.
doesn't time people out
I don't know. I don't even know how you have that set up.
in the settings.
I've looked all over. I tried. I couldn't find it out.
Make me server admin or whatever. I'll do it. I don't know where it's at.
And the surprising thing is like how much MF gear I'm in and how much energy shield I still have. Like it's only 7,800, but like Skin of the Loyal, man. And plus like how tanky I am just from Roomies gives max block plus like a shit ton of armor. With Skin of the Loyal it doubles that. Like oh god. I use a Jade Flask, so I'm super evasion tanky. I still have my some spell block as well.
I'm so surprised that it's kind of Loyal's as cheap as it is. It's very powerful.
I'm gonna go grab something to eat. I'll be back in like 5-10 minutes.
Yeah, I'm just gonna grab food when I go into work. There's no reason to stop streaming when I have 400, 500 people watching. Seems like a dumb thing to do. Give them something entertaining to watch and listen to. I'm surprised you're still on, Nugi. You've been going for a while, right?
Yeah.
You've still been awake for a while, right? Or do you just like, do you wake up and start streaming right away?
Kind of.
Gotcha.
Damn it, not at least.
If you wanna be a successful streamer, there's only one way. It's like,
No life it like this?
yeah. It's what I did in the beginning as well. That's why I became popular.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
Well, you also have to like be good at the game.
Well, right.
Really. Have something.
Or if you're bad, be really entertaining.
Yeah.
It's like one of the two, or combination of the two.
That can be. There's many ways. There has to be then a catch.
Build a
Something that
niche, yeah.
sets you apart
Yeah.
from someone like from everyone else. Why should one watch you? There has to be a reason.
Yep. My catch, I guess, right now would be that I'm the host of the podcast, and then as well as I'm the Merc Lab runner for Polab. Got 2 things going for me.
Guy that does dual breach carries.
Yeah, and Toll Breach carries. People love watching this because it's a pretty good loot pinata. So like normally, like the one day I found 2x and a Soul Taker in one breach. That was pretty fun.
I'll be right back.
That video I posted on the YouTube channel. I thought it would get thumbs down because I like people like hating on other people's success sometimes, and I'm even guilty of it sometimes as well. Stop looting! Everyone stop. Fucking Christ, I can see you. Literally looting every single orb of alchemy he can get his hands on. These are free runs, don't abuse it. Hey baby, first exalted of the night. More to come, boys, more to come. Item quantity heat. Yep, yeah, I have it. Oh, how much? I'm at 134. I thought you were saying, Yeah, 134% quantity. Need to drop one of these. I don't want to have no room for a GG unique because this Irwin guy keeps trailing me pretty closely. Oh. The fact that I can do 6-man boss carries without having to switch into multi-strike I feel is pretty stupid as well, with only 1 damage link.
Yeah. No,
It's all just kind of stupid silliness.
the sword is borderline OP, borderline broken.
You know.
Mechanic is just broken, and
You're not wrong.
it's gonna get fixed. It's gonna get. I think a lot of things will change quite substantially.
I think they're just letting this league just have people have as much fun as they want.
Yeah. Well, to an
Oops, what the
extent,
fuck?
they're not giving out
Damn it.
foils to everyone, which is a good thing.
Wait, I'm so confused. Huh?
Gleestone's in the kill stash.
Alright, I'm gonna do something I've been saving up to do. Something just trolly but funny. Alright. Eric's, no, I typically have DJ. Well, actually, I need to level this up higher. Normally, I have my mana all the way down. Oops. I just animated an entire inventory of, of the, whatchamacallit? Toll ones.
How many
I was-
jewels do you use on those, by the way?
Like 9.
The ranged one?
Oh, 2. Oh, the spear guards? It gives you 16 additional weapons and its general minion damage. It's so good.
It does it add? Like, does it increase
Yeah,
the
it
amount
adds.
you can have?
Yep,
Yeah.
I can have to
Oh.
66. It's
I'm
so
not sure
good.
if that was intended or not, but that's how it works.
Well, then it's best in slum.
Yep. Even if it didn't give any generalized minion damage, it would still be good.
Yeah.
Just the fact that it gives you 16 additional weapons.
Huh.
Ranged weapons at that.
Which gives you also easier ways of having weapons early on.
Yep.
Wands are really strong.
Yes.
Yeah, they barrage. It's weird.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
They barrage. Like, look at their attacks. If you can pay attention to like some of the wands, they like act like they like kind of do like a mini barrage.
What? No, no,
Yeah,
no,
look.
no. It looks, it's the wand attack just looks like a barrage, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know if it's an actual like legit barrage.
Yeah,
but
I don't think it hits multiple times. If it did, oh my god. Still pretty ridiculous. If I could donate money for one thing, it'd be to remove Bears of the Storm.
I don't think they have supporter packs for that. Supporter packs to remove annoying things.
What about my latency and that thing? I get along.
I would get rid. I don't know. I don't actually think I'd pay for anything to get removed. There are things that
Replace it
are
with
annoying.
some other
but-
hard mechanic. I don't care. Just Bears of the Storm and me have like, it's like PTSD at this point. Whereas like at 99, went to 100. This softcore, but still it sucks. I need pushing to 99 to 100. And died to one of those. What were you at when you died, Nugi, on your
I should.
C?
97,
no,
weren't you?
The DC, that was the EK.
Log out.
Logout, that was the
Yeah.
eye shot.
What level was that?
Almost 98.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I'd be pissed.
I would have been 100. I would have been
Yeah, by
100 4 days after ETUB.
Yeah, easy.
Maybe 5. No, I have like so many maps as well. I have like a full tab of like shores and courtyards. Just waiting.
You got normal courtyards or shaped?
Shaped.
Oh, right on.
You'll get
Some
there
people-
again. Well, now you're in solo cell phones. I guess you won't.
This is gonna be a lot of fun though.
Yeah.
Doing it this way.
Have you watched Carve on his solo self-found missions and his crazy
No,
self-imposed challenges?
no.
It's harder than is it Blamp? The difficulty he imposes is
What does he do?
okay. So like Twilight Strand starts, he can't use health flasks. Ranged attacks are not allowed. So basically, you have to go around and melee zombies
Oh.
until you get enough. It takes him an hour to get out of Twilight Strand. He has to do a slash remaining when he first goes in there to see if there's enough for him to level before he has to go fight Hilly. He then rushes CI, and then when he gets to Brutus, he has to be either CI by that point, or not use health flask. If he drops below his ES threshold, the character's dead.
Hmm.
And it's basically you got to use Frostblades. It's name lock only skills are allowed. No health flasks are allowed. And he has a giant list of other rules. But that's the gist of it. I think he won the solo self-found thing last league. The 100.
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, I believe he did. By like a few levels from
I
the
haven't
tracker.
bothered with it. I don't bother with it as when it's like I didn't bother with solo self-found before they actually added the thing. Like I was doing the the solo self-on league at one point we had. But it's just, you just can't, I don't know, you can't rely on
Not the
people.
support.
Yeah, too much unethical trading going on.
Yeah. And also there's just not enough people playing it.
Yeah.
There's, I don't know, there's like a competition, so I just got bored. Because I was like 3 levels ahead of number 2. But then nobody played. And I was like, well, I'm just racing myself and this is boring.
Race yourself to 100.
But that was never the goal.
Yeah, the Thresher's
goal
still bugged every now and then. It's doing weird attacks.
My only goal in that league was just to be number 1. So what is the coolest, like the most ingenious thing people are doing right now on softcore?
Apparently, there's some kind of shenanigans with Eyes of the Great
So-
Wolf.
Yeah, so what people are doing is they figured out basically that rarity influences talisman drops,
Mm-hmm.
such that those maps you get from Xana.
Mm-hmm.
If you do those, or if you roll the sextants that allow for quality to apply to rarity,
Mm-hmm.
get over say 150 rarity on a map, and you do it with one of the unique talismans, the stone circle,
Mm-hmm.
you can basically force it to give you talismans the next level. And I don't know Talisman League. I skipped Talisman League, and I'm regretting it right now because I don't understand some of the mechanics that are going on.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to like figure it out for myself, and it's slow. But that's one of the most ingenious things that's been going on, where they're using certain eye level talismans with force and high rarity in order to get into the certain tier, not the eye level 80 tier, but the eye level 78 tier of Eyes of the Great Wolf, and just mass producing those.
Oh, so those are better than the...
No, they're not better, but the thing is it, it's still good enough. It's still really strong, the 78s.
Mhm.
Like all the mods that you would want have been unlocked at that level. It's just there's a higher roll that's still available. Difficulty in obtaining that eye level kind of
Mhm.
fucks with the method.
I think as a hardcore player, one would be smart to just check out everything that's going on in standard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, definitely. This is like the testing grounds of
Yeah.
or theory crafting on these league stones. Some of them, I went into a strand map last night that I was testing some stuff on, and it had some bad mods, and it felt like it was a damn tier 16 or something. Because I watched a guy go in and get one shot with 6k health, and he didn't even get to turn the corner to the boss fight. He just looked at it and died. It's like, ooh, I got in there and I got hit for like 8.5k. I was like, okay, this is a real boss fight now. What the hell is going on here?
Yeah. Well, you can if you don't really need um you don't really need standard to figure that stuff out though. Like with how much damage things do, because if you know the base damage, you just add all the multipliers together, and you can like you can pretty much figure out exactly how much damage they're gonna do before you even start fighting them.
Sextants just really where it comes in is
Oh shit, I
you
don't know
start
what I'm
adding. That's where it gets me. Is like, oh, you're adding a bunch of damage from your sextants too. You pull up the press tab in those maps, and it's like, oh god, it goes down to about your mana pot, your mana pool.
Wait, what?
It the amount of like the damage, increased damage from sextants
Yeah.
when you start flooding maps with. I know they're not strand per se, but Dinktar's square is one that we like to
Mhm.
do. By the time you get press tab in that map, it's out down to your mana pot, or your mana orb, and it's like, yeah, you can calculate it, but at that point, it's like, my god, I can't even make out what mods are on this thing anymore without getting my
Yeah,
glasses
yeah,
or
yeah.
something.
No, it does get kind of crazy. And then you have a necro support, and then nothing matters.
Can you do chalupa runs? I don't know if I can do full party chalupa runs, but I can definitely do chalupa runs.
Yeah, chalupa runs would be bad with more than 2 people, I think, unless you have another damage source.
I don't think I'd be able to kill chalupa with everybody in there. I'd have to have people leave, but other than that, yeah. Well, I don't even know if this character... The weapons die extremely fast to her cyclone. If she cyclones right away, I'm fucked. Because I've done it with...
PV.
Yeah, I would just have to have you there.
An extra, I don't know, it'd be kind of.
If everybody left for the boss, it'd be fine.
It's a lot easier last league with the. It was this league where you could where they nerfed wall disc, right?
Yeah.
Last league you just wall disc and they had
Yeah.
all the had ES. So I did it like I killed Chalupa over and over again on my animate weapon and they never died.
Although now I'm using Vol Grace instead of Vol Disc, they might actually be fine.
I don't know. I don't.
We'd have to test it with. We'd have to test it with you in
to
there.
somebody. Like get left one port and be like, oh, okay, yeah, I died.
Well, no, we wouldn't do a full run. We would test it with like 3, then we would test it with 4. We would judge it by how it goes. Everybody would bring in a full inventory of weapons, so I'd have as much weapons as I need.
We need to. I'd be on. I can do it on the BVMF.
I don't think you're gonna struggle with the trash itself. It's more Cholula. That's the.
I just have to kick everybody out of the.
Well, an
room.
interesting thing that I was thinking about, I have to do the testing on it. I don't know if you can swap gems and keep the weapons as long as you keep anime weapon in. Because I could swap out cast wall channeling
It's not
and yeah, so I'd be able to like swap out 3 damage gems with, and it'd be like a full anime weapon setup. It'd be strong as fuck.
You can do that. I did the totem one, where you only have 5 damage jewels, or
Yeah.
like you have 4, and then you saw the 5th with his totem.
Yeah, I didn't want to do the totem because it requires so much mana to cast every time. You have a little bit less control on like if a 6-link drops, there's a good chance it's gonna die.
Yeah.
Get sucked away.
You do more damage, but it comes. at a
Oh yeah,
cost.
for sure. A lot more damage. But
Especially now.
do I really need
since there's
damage?
limited weapons. It was last league where there was would animate a lot faster, so it meant a lot more to animate faster last league than this league.
Right.
Oh yeah, now since there's a limit, it doesn't really matter that it's animated quicker.
Yeah.
Did you just assume his gender? The Kayla dude? I think actually is a female, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it? I thought it was a.
I think there's a female.
Disappointed
I think there's a female and a male. She summons a male companion during the fight, I think, right? Am I assuming too many? Wait, can we assume genders in 2017? I thought that was only in 2016 we couldn't do that. I thought they lifted that.
Yeah, Trump's here now, so I guess anything's possible.
Nice.
Assume away.
apparently someone was doing his first Uber Lab attempt with Flicker Strike.
Oh, as a raider with Terminus Est or something, you could do it, or as an assassin with Terminus Est.
Funny part is he ends up in the lock room.
Oh, he flickered into the room he can't get out of.
I did that one time on my Flicker Strike. I ended up in this area. Yeah, I was stuck. I had to log out.
It's hilarious.
I think Mathel did it too in vaults.
Yeah.
Stripped into one of the vault things. Yeah, I've learned the hard way of Flicker Strike.
Cool's the only girl,
Headhunter
the rest are
mob.
males?
If you wear a headhunter in lab when you're doing speed runs, you know, software, you might as well, you know.
Right.
See, the problem with it, until I started getting the Flicker Strike mob and was running through a trap section, and it Flicker Strike me back into the trap section every time I tried to get out of it. Like, don't just let me leave and Flicker Strike me back. Like, no, please.
That would be good to have on VOD.
Didn't even know Toll was a female, actually.
Kaula's a female, right?
I thought so, but apparently not.
Still up for debate.
Bridge loads are all the same in Dark, right? I don't know if I don't know if that's how that works. I don't think your gender changes whether it's light or dark. People just don't become unisex in the dark.
One thing that was interesting is lastly, Chayla runs.
Yeah.
They were influenced by the amount of players that were in the breach, right when the boss fight was started.
Yeah.
Basically, you could 6-man party it and damn near force a drop. And it was debated if player quantity influenced the drop as well. And some
Apparently
people tried to pull
not,
some
by
data.
GGG.
Don't know. Don't think it was, in my opinion. Anyways, people were asking Chris, like, hey, is this gonna be a thing still? Is this really how it's working? Can you confirm or deny, like, something?
Yeah.
And he says, we're changing it.
They said check back next league.
Yeah, check back next league was the message. I don't even know if we still have that message, but check back next league. And
I think I closed them.
yeah, now it's like pretty much established on people running this that it doesn't, the player quantity no longer has any influence at all. Quantity does not have any influence at all.
Yeah. It's alright. Get over it.
Quantity on what?
By party members, it would force drops last league for bosses
Kaiola.
that had loot tables, like Kaiola.
Oh,
Well, only
specific.
Kaiola.
Yeah, that's the only one we cared about.
But apparently you could get like you could force like double drops every time if you had 6 people in the party.
Damn near. Basically, almost guaranteed one at that
Yeah.
point. Now it's just not even worth taking. I mean, you can mess around with 2 or 3 people on the reach and try and kill the boss, but might as well just one-man it.
Tull's Creeping Avalanche is a boss residing in Tull's domain.
So whenever people are talking
She is
about
one of the
this league,
breach lords from the league. Oh.
that could be a good explanation to why items are cheaper or more expensive this league. If that was being abused last league,
And
because that would create a, a huge amount of extra jailer drops, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
yeah,
Because if you can force 2, and it's not even a guarantee now, that's crazy.
yeah, it was when I mean, I didn't trust enough to do 6-man, and I didn't have 6 people that I would trust enough to take in there really. But I was doing 4-mans, and that was the highest I got to was 4-mans, mostly 3-mans, and those were definitely noticeable from when you would solo. Like I was running them solo when I was pushed to 100, and then I was like, dude, this just feels so much worse. Like I almost feel like I'm just wasting money. Was what I kept telling myself when I was running them solo. Like, stop wasting money. Just wait for somebody to come online so you can at least do it 2-man. Like it was weird last league. This league is just like,
that's just gender.
So
different.
was it all? So when you're saying loot table, are we only talking the items or the blessings as well?
They were both influenced last league.
Wow.
This league, I'm pretty. It's a guarantee that the blessings are not influenced by quantity. But I was not sure about the items themselves this league. That's a good question. I'm assuming they are not influenced as well, but I actually don't know. I haven't been paying attention to that in particular. Should.
God, Dicey, what good are you? I'm guessing all of it isn't. I'm guessing none of it besides like the rares and whatever else. Non-boss loot, I'm guessing, is the only thing that's affected by quantity. I mean, because we went in there with this character, and this character has enough quant that we would have seen something. Although we did get a double drop once, I guess.
Well, it happens.
Yeah, it normally happens anyways.
And that was after our drought too, so
We had 4
We paid
fucking
for it.
blanks in a row. Oh my god. This is the most drought we've ever had.
sometimes you gotta brace for those droughts
Yeah.
that are gonna happen.
We bought a headhunter yesterday, so that was fun. This character, it sucks because I can't really use the headhunter until I get enough
Mors get his
character
on. Like,
money.
it wasn't day 3 or something. He got his.
I don't know.
Anybody know when Mors got his?
What? Anybody in chat know when Morse got his, or maybe Nugi? Do you know? He got his headhunter.
Did 2 or something.
I mean, we could have bought a headhunter early on if we didn't focus on other things.
Should always buy a headhunter early on.
Yeah. But I mean, like, we were more focused on getting me to, like, be able to solo Uber Lab early on. Like, day 1, I was in Uber Lab, so, like, that was our main goal. Get me into Uber Lab, get him the boss killing. And,
Skyforce.
yeah, so we got him Skyforce, we got another pair of Skyforce. We went double Skyforce, and we got me a Aziri's Disfavor and a Caspri's Will. Like, week 1, that was all that happened. So, like, we could have definitely got a headhunt there, but...
And I went and mapped with those guys that were top of the leaderboard. It was just like, dude, I was like, we're poor. I came back to PA, they're like, we're poor, yo. We're poor. I don't care what you think we have, we're poor. I saw what they had. Like,
I mean, they have a team of
y'all had a
bitches.
lot too.
pyramid scheme going on.
Well, we just spent 65x on a headhunter, and we still have plenty of currency left. Not compared to probably what they have, but whatever. We're not comparing penises here.
I was just in shock. I was like, damn, like every single person too. And then number 1 on the leaderboard died to Bears of the Storm. What else?
And then what?
He actually rage quit. He logged off. He's like, fuck this, I'm out. And everybody's like, well, I guess we're done for the night. And he lost the number 1 on the leaderboard. One of his friends took it. They have like friendly competitions amongst themselves. Like it's the same pyramid, but they have like different peaks. Right? And
Yeah, they kind of
just
focus on different parts.
compete against each other.
So are these groups just wait, what? So are those groups just RMTing, or do they have support systems feeding them? Yeah, they have support systems, not feeding them currency, but they have support systems doing trades. They tell the quote unquote bitch boys, go buy us splinters or essences, or splinters or breaches of, we'll say Chayula or Kayula, however you want to pronounce it. It's Kayula, but yeah. So they say, go buy us those, and we'll give you, if you can get them for X, whatever you can get them for, we'll give you this much for them. So like if you can find the deals, you buy the breach stones or the splinters and you give them. So they have like hundreds of these guys, or I don't know, they have a lot of these quote unquote bitch boys that help them out throughout the league to do sales, to do purchase orders, like, so they can just focus specifically on mapping. They don't have to do any sales. They don't have to do any trading. If they need a certain piece of gear or an item, they ask to be, you know, that to be gotten for them. If they need, you know, maps rolled for them, they get the maps rolled for them. So they can literally just grab the map, go. Grab the map, go. And we
Even more in depth. It's like use this particular tool. Not saying, you know,
yeah.
private index or anything, but use this particular tool. It allows you to look past the cap of what PoE trade is limited to. In doing so, you get access to what people normally don't see, and you get to make them. You make them offers like they tell them exactly what to offer for how much, you know, and basically offer them this.
And it's not a bad thing for either
With
party
parameters.
because
Yeah,
the bitch boys make bank. They're called bitch boys, but they're paid very, very well. Like multiple mirrors worth of service
Surprisingly,
fees. Like
yeah.
like it's not bad at all.
I
But it's a
really
different way to play
gave
the
it
game.
a bad connotation for a while until I found out he's
Bitch
actually
boys have
paying
bitch
them.
boys. The
It's
bitch
like,
boys
wow.
that have bitch boys have bitch boys.
Yep,
They're
it's
like
a pyramid scheme,
Yeah.
like we were talking about earlier. It's actually a legit like in-game pyramid scheme.
Well, remember when Vok was explaining his pyramid scheme with the
Yeah.
fucking Hellman chants? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
How do you come up with this?
I don't know, but they still bitch boys. I mean, they're well-paid bitch boys.